What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli, aka Super Kid, aka Clint Swift, aka the man in the zebra print headband, aka Mama There Goes That Man in the Zebra Print Headband. Shout out to Mark Jackson, and I am here to welcome you to episode 3 of the Em All Locke. We are playing Pokemon Yellow, and as you can tell from the name of the series, we gotta catch them all. That's the whole point. Right now, we are in Pewter City. We need to catch a couple more Pokemon. 3 more, I believe. Let me check real quick. Let's heal up because we didn't get to heal at the end of the last episode. And let's see what we're working with here. Okay, we have 9. We got to get that number up to 12 so that we can take on the gym. So in order to do that, we're going to go back here and we're going to try to catch 3 more Pokemon. Well, how many Pokeballs do we have? 2 Pokeballs. Not enough. Excuse me. Let's go up to the Pokemart. And actually before that, I guess I can give you a team recap. And if you're excited to see if we get to take on the gym today, why don't you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and leave comments. Tell me how excited you are about the gym. On the team, we have Jerry. He's a Voltorb. He's level 10, and his moves are Tackle and Screech. Not great. Of course, we have Darius, the Startermon. He's a Meowth. He's level 25, and he knows the moves Payday, Growl, Scratch, and Bite. And remember, folks, we cannot evolve this guy. And Golbat doesn't need to be on the team. Actually, should be deposited in the PC, so I'll do that so that we don't forget. And then we'll go get Pokeballs, and then we will go try to catch Pokemon and take on the gym. Excuse me. How's everybody's day going? Let me know in the comments. Hopefully well. My day's going pretty good. Took a nice walk earlier. It's been like super rainy. Obviously I live in Washington State and it rains a lot here. So like I got these sweet shoes for Christmas. Oh, I need more money. Okay, let's go get some money. We can do that with Meowth. And these shoes, they're sweet, you know, but they're like really breathable. So like my feet would get all wet when it's like pouring down rain. It rains like a lot in Washington, if you're not aware. And I believe we already have Kabuto, so this doesn't help. Actually, I think we should go look in the forest. That's probably a better bet. I think we've caught most of the Pokemon here. Oh, I need money. What am I doing? Let's switch Darius in. And we will go... Oh, he must have been put to sleep by another Pokemon, not by Meowth. Because Jerry was asleep when we first started this episode. I was like, how did he do that if I don't have a sleep move? But it didn't have to be me. I could have fought another Pokemon. But yeah, so I haven't been walking very much on account of the rain being insane, and like my other shoes just like, I don't know if you may remember me complaining about my knee was really bothering me, and these shoes don't do that. So I didn't really, I don't know, I guess I could have just suffered through it and had soaking wet feet like I just walked through a lake, but I decided not to do that. And so today was the first time I got to go for a real good walk in a while, so that was fun. I enjoyed that. Got some exercise, got the endorphins going a little bit, you know? The heart rate up, all that good stuff. I wish I had like a track to walk on. Like an indoor track, that would be great because then the weather wouldn't matter. But sadly I don't, so I gotta make the most of it when I do have nice days, and I definitely did today, so that was good. Let me know what you powerful people did today in the comments. Hopefully it was productive. Hopefully it was like beneficial to you. Okay, so we just are running into Pokemon that we already have. Let's go for a Payday. We can get money, which is good. I guess I'm glad that we're not... Well, these aren't Nuzlocke Pokemon. I can like fail to catch them and all that. Doesn't matter. Arcanine. Excuse me. This guy, I believe we do not have. Unfortunately, in this generation, they don't have the little Pokeball when you've actually caught the Pokemon. which was a great addition. I'm not mad at them for not anticipating how helpful that would be, but it's nice. Let's check the Pokédex, just so that I'm not like skipping over Pokemon that I, could catch. I know I just killed the Arcanine, but I wasn't going to catch that in 2 Pokeballs, I didn't think. And I'm just trying to get money so that I can afford more Pokeballs. So no worries there. Alright. I didn't look super close, but I'll be alright, I think. Golbat we definitely have, because you were on the team and had to be put in the PC right at the beginning of the episode. I remember that. Don't ever say I don't have an elephant-like memory, people, because you'd be telling a lie. Pachydermish is what they used to call me. Fun fact, found out that the term pachyderm is not like, it's just not really used anymore. I don't know. I always thought that was like what the family that elephants were in was called. But apparently it just means thick skin. Which is actually true. That wasn't a joke. And yeah, I was thinking about elephants earlier, so I looked them up. I was like, has any animal ever hunted elephant-like animals? Like any carnivore, any predator. Besides humans, I know we hunt them for like ivory, and that's terrible. But like, was it ever like something's natural prey? Really what I'm getting at is, was there a big crossover between dinosaurs and like elephant-like animals? Because I don't believe so, but I mean, I could be completely wrong. I think like mammals didn't get that big until the dinosaurs were gone, right? And then like they were no longer like a threat to them, because the dinosaurs were just like out competing everything else. I don't know. It was just interesting. I was like, what kind of animal could take down an elephant? And then I saw this thing about like a bird. Well, it was like it was a dinosaur, a flying reptile the size of a giraffe. This thing is insane. I was like, that might be able to take down an elephant. Probably not, though. Giraffe's not as big as an elephant. What am I doing? I'm just talking about elephants, and I think it was called a pterosaur. You know? I don't know. I just saw some interesting stuff this morning. Do you like history or science? Anybody in the comments? Let me know. I'd love to hear about it. That's kind of both, right? A little paleontology, where history and science meet. Actually, history and the past are not, they're not the same thing, like, at all. So that's actually kind of a misnomer. I take that back. Yeah. Like, I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm just gonna go off. I'm just gonna start rambling, people, so buckle up. The past is not history. Like, history is all with like a slant on it, you know, like somebody's bias or perspective or whatever. But it's really easy to think of like history that we respect as like infallibly the past, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. And it's just not. And it's like one of the unfortunate dilemmas, you know, of being a corporeal being stuck in linear time, is that we sort of have to take it as though it really happened, just because everybody, that's all we have to go off of. But I don't know. I was thinking of that in terms of like, somebody could use, you know, like, this is the past, this is what history teaches us, and it's important to study history. I absolutely love history. It's probably my favorite avenue to expand my knowledge in. But it's not like, it's not a real reckoning of actually what happened. I don't really know. It's like it's too far away. So the whole point, Gengar. Did I catch this guy? I should have paid more attention on that thing. I don't really remember what the point was, but just don't let somebody say like, well, this has happened before. Well, maybe it happened like that, and maybe it didn't, and we'll never know, because the person that recorded it had something that they wanted to, some kind of agenda to advance. And maybe it was something that we would agree with, and maybe it wasn't. So that's all. Just think for yourself is really the whole point of it. But it's just interesting to me. I just love history, and that was like a sad realization. I was like, dang, it's no substitute for like actually having been there or something. Oh yeah, Gengar stuck out in my mind. We didn't catch it. We can't do anything to it because we only have normal type moves. That's why Gengar stuck it out of my mind. But yeah, think for yourself, peeps. That's the moral of that story. It was long and directionless as it may have been. But you know, that's kind of how I think. Just a little window into my mind. I assume that if you're watching this video, you have some interest in me and like the way I think and all that. Gloom. Not sure if we caught you. Let's go for it. Let's give it a shot. We got 4 tries. And it's only level 4. Nope. Broke free that time. Poison powder. Everybody knows I love that. Alright. Let's go for another Pokeball. Come on, bruh. This is gonna suck if I, like, already caught this. And I'm just wasting my time and Pokeballs and money. Although we have a pretty lucrative partner on the team here, Darius. He definitely knows how to sniff out $1. Let's send Jerry in there and see if we can just damage this guy a little bit. Maybe? Maybe? He gets a crit for 3. Nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna work just fine. Come on, Jerry. Weaken this guy down. Let's do it. Ooh, poison powder. Fun. I'm gonna go for one more tackle. Dang, dog. Missed. Freel? F apostrophe real? There we go. There we go. Alright, one more try. Fingers crossed. Come on, dog. Why, though? But why, though? Shout out to Key and Peele. Okay. You suck, Gloom. Yeah. Alright. Alright, I really need to look closely at this. You know what? Next time, I'm gonna have like a picture from... No, I don't have it yet. Okay, that would have actually been good. Okay, now I know. Antidote. Next time I'll have a picture up so that I can see what I actually have, or like a list or something of the Pokemon that are in my Pokedex, so I don't have to keep guessing, because that's not productive. Do I have an escape rope? Probably not. Nah. No, I don't. Alright. Back through the forest. Back through the forest we go. Golbat, what's up, dog? What's up? Excuse me. Oh, I should have payday that guy, but whatever. I'm gonna start training up Jerry, because we can actually evolve him, and that's one less Pokemon that we have to catch. One Porkemon that we don't have to catch. And I think that's just a good idea. Point blank. And like I said, I don't want to rely entirely on Darius. That's no fun for me or you, powerful people. I don't want to let you guys down by just relying on Darius, who's insanely overleveled. That's no fun. On we go. Back to Pewter City. Back to heal up. We gotta catch these Pokemon, people. I wonder how long this series is going to go on. Probably a long time. It's probably going to be 30 episodes, unless I lose. At least, actually, now that I think about it. No speed up. Catching all the Pokemon. Even with Darius, it's going to take forever to get enough money for that. Whatever. Hopefully you're in it for the long haul. I know I am. I know I am. Made me think of yams. The gas station in Carbondale did not have fresh yams. Name the reference. What is that from? Powerful people, let me know in the comments. Hopefully you know. And if you don't, then you must not have Netflix. Ba-dumps. Get it? If you got it, then you get it. Then you'll get that as well. Alright. Everybody watches this show on Netflix. The end. That's as many hints as you're going to get. Also, it has Dwight Schrute in it. Was that too much of a hint? Hopefully not. moving on. I'm pretty sure everybody knows it now, but maybe not. And if you don't, then you'll be excited to learn of this show. And you should check it out, because you'll probably think it's real funny, because pretty much everyone else does. We are currently fighting a Voltorb. With a Voltorb. This is what it's like when worlds collide. Dang, I thought we were going to be able to get out of this forest. Oh, hello, chap. I don't know. I don't normally bust out, like, the British accent. And I'm pretty sure you guys know why. It's just like everybody thinks that they can do it and they like can't. And I don't know. It's like it makes me kind of cringe a little bit when people do British accent. Every now and then I will do it. But it's not, I don't want to make a habit of it here on the channel. Here on Sneak Feathers. We go for silly cartoon actions like this. That nobody really talks like. That is, if you remember, that is my favorite voice to do. Hey, how are you? I'm just coiling my lips up to the left. Helps me talk like this. Anyways, when you're just a Voltorb fighting a Voltorb, you kind of run out of stuff to say, so you start talking about the shape of your mouth. Voltorb has a mouth, so he could relate. But I don't think he says anything. And actually, maybe Voltorb doesn't have a mouth, but he gets one when he evolves. You'll get it when you're older. Maybe when you're older, you can have a mouth. How does he eat until then? Riddle me that. Got him. Oh my goodness. He definitely has eyes, and they are often cross with you. Not crossed at you, but he has a very furrowed visage. Does not look pleased to see anyone, ever. I wonder what Voltorb thinks about. Like, does he know that they based the Pokeball design on his body? And if so, does he secretly pine for Pokeball? It seems like Voltorb might be the easiest Pokemon of all to catch, since he must think that it's another Voltorb, and he wants to hang out. Unless they're like super territorial, in which case it might be the most difficult Pokemon to catch. Let me know in the comments. Where do you stand on this issue? Does the Voltorb long for the tender embrace of another Voltorb? Doesn't have to be romantic, but it does need to be like comforting. Or does Voltorb hate other Voltorbs? Loathe himself? I don't know. Oh my gosh. This is going to take a long time, people. Powerful people. I didn't think it would be this difficult, though. So let's get some more cash. That's really what we need to be focused on right now. If I come across a Pokemon that I don't have yet, I will try to catch it. But in the meantime, I need to... did I get Aerodactyl yet? I don't think so. Even though he's so low, I gotta switch. I'm gonna try to catch you. I probably won't be able to. But I don't believe I have this Pokemon yet, so that's what I'm gonna do. But I figured Darius is like way too strong to hurt it, like to not kill him. Even though he's rock type and Payday's not like a very high base power move, I still think that it would be unnecessary risk. Unnecessary risk. That was a weird voice, huh? Glad I don't always talk like that. Jerry is just putting in work on this Aerodactyl. He's taking his time. He doesn't care. He's missing tackles. I mean, the guy is flying, so I'll forgive that. Excuse me, I'll forgive that. So I'm confused. You can tackle somebody that flies. When's the last time you were able to tackle a bird, people? Why don't you tell me that story in the comments? But you can't, like the earth shaking violently. I mean, you could probably... The earth might shake more than somebody's going to be able to tackle you. I'm just saying, earthquake should hurt if tackle hurts. Like, flying should be resistant to more than just ground. That's really what I wanted to say. Oh, I didn't even buy Pokeballs yet. Man, I am all over the place in this episode, people. That was a huge waste of time. I should have just hit this guy with Darius and been gone. Oh well, you live and you learn. I suppose. I suppose that's what I'll do. Just keep living and learning. Unless I really want to stick it to the universe. In which case I'll stop learning. I'm not going to kill myself over catch 'em all lock, I'll tell you that much right now. Okay, I'm going to go for payday on this Moltres. There's no way I would ever catch it, even if I had Pokeballs, because he's legendary. And they're Pokeballs. That voice is insane. Pokeballs. It's like Walsh with a B. There's not an H in that word. I don't know. I don't know, people. I'm just trying to entertain you while I grind. A glorified grind session. Just trying to get money. I'm on my grind, y'all. For the Skrilla. For the cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. I know that's more of like a mouse thing, but Meowth is all about that cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese. Why don't you come over to my place? We'll listen to Zeppelin and eat cheddar cheese. Is that Picard or Darius? You'll never know, because they're essentially the same guy. I think that's accurate, honestly. Darius the Meowth is basically Jean-Luc Picard, captain of the Starship Enterprise. And if you disagree with that, I will fight you. Ooh. Aerodactyl. Yeah, that's what I was giggling at. The way I said dactyl. Ooh. So ineffective and yet so deadly. How is that possible? How can it be so ineffective that it killed you? If that was the point. It's kind of a contradiction of terms, Game Freak. I'm not trying to tell you how to butter your bread, but come on. I mean, let's get real here. We're going for another payday. You know, we're taking our time. We're just moving along. You'll forget about me after we've been gone. And I know I didn't keep pronouns consistent there, but you know what? I also didn't infringe on any copyrights, I guess. Boom. Roasted. Music industry. That was, of course, a reference to the Boston song. Oh man, what is that song called? Take a Look Ahead? Moving On? I don't even remember now. Taking my time, maybe. Shoot. Let me know in the comments, peeps. I cannot even remember. Let me know if you are a fan of the band Boston, by the way. I dig them. They're not like my favorite band or nothing, but they're pretty good. I like them better than Kansas. No, not a diss on Kansas or nothing. It's just like another place name band. So there's that. And I like Boston. They got some cool songs. Maybe that song is called Foreplay Long Time. Can't remember now. That song is dope though. It starts out with this like crazy instrumental part, so I can't really remember. That's like the part that I always connected with when I like was younger, I guess. There's this like sick bass part, and like I don't really remember the words part. Like it didn't resonate as much with me. Not that it's bad, but that was never the point. So it might be that song, and I like it a lot, and I might not even realize that it's the same song. But I'm just trying to explain to you how that's all possible, because I like the bass line. What's your favorite song, people? Let me know in the comments. I'll tell you mine. But I have a couple. I'll give you a couple options. First one is my like very favorite song of all. It's called Blue and Green by Miles Davis. But that doesn't have any words in it. So if you're like into music with words and you connect with that part of music, then I'll give you another choice so that you can check it out and enjoy it. It's called Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme by Simon and Garfunkel. Super dope song. It's actually two songs put together at the same time. Listen to it and you'll know what I'm talking about. But it's just so beautiful. It's great. I love that song. But yeah, let me know in the comments. I'd love to know, what is your favorite song? Honorable mention. Also, really, really like the song "Take 5" by Dave Brubeck. Quartet. I don't know. The Dave Brubeck group, whatever it was actually called. I can't think of it off the top of my head. And I know that's both of those, like, those aren't like super obscure jazz songs. Sorry. They just happen to be very good. That might be why everybody knows about them. Straight up, Blue and Green is the best song in like modern music. I don't know if it's better than like The Passion of St. Matthew or something, or Beethoven Symphony or something like that, but it's dang good. Dang good. Best song written in the era when they could record music. I'll say that. Boom. Straight up. Get at me. Let me know. I'd love to know what your favorite song is and why. Blue and Green. Fun story. Fun fact. It always makes me feel like, first of all, for me, songs often evoke like very visual, like things in my mind. Like I always imagine them as like the soundtrack of a movie. Ooh. Pincher. And Blue and Green just sounds like you need to be driving through like 1930s Los Angeles, and it's raining really hard, and you're smoking a cigarette, and you're like a private eye, and you're waiting for like somebody, or you're like driving to a place where you got to stake out or something, and you just like, what am I doing? And like that's what I just imagine. Like that's what the character. Dang it! I keep thinking that I got Pokeballs every time I go to heal. But yeah, that's just what I think of, and it's just like so clear in my mind. And maybe that's why I love that song so much, because it's just like, it just is perfect for that like setting. I don't know. This kind of grimy, like, I don't know. I guess the guy would probably it'd be like voiceover narration, his inner monologue, you know, while he's driving through the streets. The streets are flooded with filth. Not like Rorschach, but just like, I remember when this town used to be worth a darn or something, like, you know what I'm saying. Just lamenting. First of all, maybe he's wasted his life. Maybe he's not doing what he feels like he should be doing. Maybe he let somebody trick him into their plan for his life, and now he's like, dang, I never should have got into this in the first place. Maybe. Or maybe he's just like this real conservative guy who sees the world's going to heck in a handbasket and feels powerless and resentful about it. Who knows? So that's what I think of in that song. The song Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. Good luck figuring out what that song is about. Or actually, the song's called Scarborough Fair. Sorry, the album is Parsley, Sage, Rosemary, and Thyme. But they say that in the song. So, sorry for mixing that up. But that song has words, and it's still kind of tough to tell what it's about. So yeah, I look forward to hearing what your thoughts on those songs are if you've never heard them before. And let me know what your favorite song is. So, it looks like this episode was just basically glorified cash grab. We're trying to get money to get Pokeballs, to catch Pokemon, to meet our goal, to take on Brock. And then we can advance. And how much money do we have? We only have about a minute left, which is unfortunate. But you know what? This is, like I keep saying, this is going to be a long series, people. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. It's not like we're competing against somebody and we got to get to the end as fast as possible. No. We're hanging out. We're playing Pokemon Yellow. And we're going to catch them all. That's pretty fun. That's pretty cool, I think. So if you're hyped about that, why don't you go ahead and smash that like button for me again. Just do me a big favor. I know you can't do it again, but I'm going to say it again. So if you already did it, don't do it again, because that'll undo it. But if you didn't do it yet, if you're just bad at following instructions, do it now. And why, you might ask, Eli, a.k.a. Super Kid, a.k.a. Clint Swift, a.k.a. the man in the zebra print headband, a.k.a. Mama, there goes that man in the zebra print headband, shout out to Mark Jackson. If I'm bad at following instructions, what makes you think that I'm going to do it now? I don't know. But I still wanted to say smash that like button. And I did it again. So maybe you'll do it. Maybe, you never know. You never can tell. Powerful people, you know what? That is time in 2 seconds. Boom, that is time. Wow. Wow. I basically talked nonstop that whole episode. So I'm proud of myself for that. I don't know if you enjoyed it. Hopefully you did. If you did, you know what's going on. You gotta smash that like button, baby. We're saving the game. Controller's out of our hands. I just did the smash that like button, but you know I'm gonna do it again. If you liked this video, go ahead and do me a favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications on new content, and as always, please leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite song is. I actually remember what I asked you this time. What is your favorite song? And what do you think of the two songs I mentioned? Blue and Green by Miles Davis and Scarborough Fair by Simon & Garfunkel. Let me know. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on those things are, because they're two of my favorites. Obviously. Anyway, now that that stuff is all out of the way, I want you to do me another big favor. I want you to remember that you are awesome, that you have as much potential to do good as anyone else, and that you can make the world a better place by exercising that potential. That is what I want for you people so badly. I'm going to tell you a really brief story. And I may have already told it on the channel. I am very sorry if I did, but it should just go to show you how easy it is to make a positive impact in somebody else's life. This isn't a huge thing. I'm not trying to take credit for fixing this person's life or even fixing their day. Okay? I'm going to hit you with this. I go to the pharmacy at my local Fred Meyer. A competing grocery store went out of business, and they also had a pharmacy in the area. And Fred Meyer took all of their pharmacy customers. We will fill your pharmaceutical needs, whatever, your prescriptions here, since this place is gone. And so I went in there the other day, and I didn't remember that, but they were freaking slammed like hams into cans of yams. And just made that up. Obviously, it wasn't very good. So they're slammed, and people are pretty annoyed. And, I try really hard. I try to go out of my way to be, if I'm not nice to everybody in my life, you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be nice to the cashier. Or somebody that's at the counter that has to talk to 10,000 people every day. Because I've been a cashier. It's not easy. It's not, first of all, you're handling money, and you got to be able to count and deal with people's crap. Which is harder than it sounds. If you've never tried to be a cashier, you should try it for a day and see how you feel about it. So I always try to be nice to them anyway. But this guy's clearly having a bad time. So I end up having to wait for my prescription, which is all right. It's not that uncommon. Go walk around the store, get a coffee, schmoozing, playing a little Pokemon Go in the Fred Meyer, and get back. They're still not quite ready with my stuff. So I take a seat, and this lady's talking to me about how long she's been waiting. I was like, I didn't say this, but I was like, I actually have been here much longer than you. I just walked around the store and just sit here with my suffering on display, like some kind of perverse art exhibit or something. I'm just kidding. It wasn't that bad. She was just annoyed, which is totally fine, and I get that. And people have the right to be annoyed from time to time, especially when you're dealing with really important stuff like somebody's prescriptions. It could be life or death. So I get it. But I end up getting called up to the front. Guy gives me my stuff. I'm like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, very, very busy. Sorry so much for the wait. I was like, it's all good, man. You're obviously doing the best you can. Keep your chin up. And he just said, thank you so much for saying that. And I could tell this guy was touched by that. And that cost me nothing. I did nothing except for be a decent human to him. And I don't know, the play of his expectations of how that situation was going to go. I'm sure he expected me to just rip into him, because I've been waiting longer than that lady who's complaining. Remember that. Don't you ever forget that. But I don't know. I could just tell that it really touched him. So that made my day absolutely great. I felt so good after that. And you can feel that good too, people. All you got to do is just remind somebody hey, I appreciate your effort. Even though, if the wait's longer than I would prefer, you're clearly not trying to make me wait. So, cut somebody some slack in the future. That's all. That was the point of that long story. I guarantee you they will appreciate it, even if they're not as openly appreciative as that guy was, but that was a pretty big bonus. That felt pretty good. So shout out to the dude at the Fred Meyer Pharmacy. There's no way he knows that this is ever going to be online. And powerful people, I just want you to just think about that and find a place where you can do that in the coming week, and you will have had a good week, in my opinion. So for everybody here at Snake Feathers, my name is Eli, aka Super Kid, aka Clint Swift, aka the man in the zebra print headband, aka Mama There Goes That Man in the Zebra Print Headband. Shout out to Mark Jackson, saying thank you so much for watching. Peace and love.